Hello, everyone. How are you? Hey, what happened on Monday Night Raw and NXT this week? Monday Night Raw was a lot better than last week's episode. The Usos got the goddamn asses kicked by Alpha Academy. I mean, they got their asses kicked. Otis was impressive. Like, knee strikes, caught both of them coming off the top rope with World's Strongest Slams. Did the Caterpillar. Chad Gable got in, started whooping ass, and then the Usos hit the 3D on Chad Gable for the 1-2-3. The goddamn Alpha Academy needs a win. And my good friend Chris Gocher agrees with me too on this. Chad Gable's got to stop taking the pins. The losses. That poor guy, man. Like, he is such a great talent. He needs wins. Like, have Otis take a few losses. Not always Chad Gable. Speaking of the Usos, Solo Sikoa took on Kevin Owens one-on-one. Now, there was a flight issue. Some superstars couldn't make it to the show. The flight was delayed, so Kevin Owens was by himself. He had a hurt leg, and you found out it was Solo Sikoa that attacked Kevin Owens backstage last week on SmackDown. They showed a clip of him, and they showed Solo Sikoa walking away, being escorted by security, so you knew he did it. All match, he worked on the leg of Kevin Owens, like stomped on it, kicked on it. Kevin Owens started getting some offense going on. Then Solo just ended it with an awesome Samoan drop. Kevin Owens again fought back, hit a Swanton bomb. Then Solo kicked out of that. So he quickly got up on the top rope, hit a frog splash. Solo kicked out of that. Every time Kevin Owens Solo Sikoa have a match, it's like A+. And this one was no different, I thought. Jay and Jimmy was outside. They got involved. Kevin Owens super kicked one of them, then just punched the other one. He went for the stunner, but Solo blocked it. Referee got distracted by Jimmy, and Jay ended up super kicking Kevin Owens. Owens turned around for the super kick, Samoan Spike from Solo for the 1-2-3. After the match, 3-1 beat down, then 3 minutes left of the show. Matt Riddle and Sami Zayn finally arrive at the arena, and they run out, and they freaking kick the Usos' asses. I loved it. I was like, hell yeah, whoop their butts, guys. Come on. We had Bobby Lashley against Bronson Reed 1-on-1. Very good match. It was short, but it was very good. Bronson Reed delivered a top rope swanton sit-down thing like Rey Mysterio does. Bronson Reed, the big-ass guy to be doing that. So that was pretty impressive. Bobby Lashley spine busted the holy hell out of him. That Lashley twice kept going for the master lock, but he couldn't get his hands collapsed together around the big form of Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed slammed him down. The second time Lashley went for the master lock, they both ended up outside the ring. Double count out, but they kept fighting each other. I want a rematch between those two. Hopefully they'll save that for like the pay-per-view WrestleMania Backlash. That'd be a good match to have on the pay-per-view. We had Lita and Lita and Becky Lynch defending the Women's Tag Team Championships against Raquel Gonzalez, Liv Morgan, but someone attacked Lita backstage. Now, Raquel Gonzalez, Liv Morgan found her, so Becky accused them of attacking Lita. And Raquel Gonzalez, Liv Morgan got mad about it, saying, we just found her, we didn't attack her. So Trish Stratus replaced Lita in this title match. It was 50-50. It was a good match, but every time Raquel Gonzalez got in, it ruined it. And why in the hell would Raquel Gonzalez put black dots on around her back? Like fake black dots? Like, I don't get it. Like, what the hell? Like, yeah, okay. And at one point, Becky, Trish, and Liv were on the ropes waiting for the Tower of Doom. Raquel Gonzalez across the ring, and then she's like, oh shit, yeah, I'm supposed to do the Tower of Doom. Like, 5 minutes too late there, gal. Those other three should have done something instead of waiting there for the 5 minutes. Becky Matrix out of a penitent from Liv Morgan, kicked her. Liv responded with a drop kick right to the back. Becky reversed like 4 out of the 6 moves Raquel Gonzalez knows how to do. That's what I mean. If you only do the 6 same moves, someone's going to know how to counter most of them. Becky was doing a great job countering them. Trish took the pin. Trish lost. Liv Morgan, Raquel Gonzalez, your new Women's Tag Team Champions. After the match, the rumor was true. Trish Stratus turned heel, chick kick to Becky, talked trash, and left. So maybe Trish is the one that attacked Lita backstage. We don't know. They're going to go with it that Trish is upset that Becky called Lita for assistance first before her. That's what the storyline's going to be like. And speaking of the women, there was a number 1 contenders match. Piper Niven, Mia Yim, and Io Sky. Supposed to be Bayley, but Io and Dakota Kai said to Bayley before the match, like, maybe what Becky said is true. You're just losing us. So Bayley took herself out of the number one contenders match and give it to Io Sky. Good triple threat match. Io Sky was doing amazing drop kicks on both of them, top rope moonsaults on both of them. Piper, at one point, Mia Yim got fed up with Io Sky kicking her ass and shoved her right into Piper Niven, who just slammed her down hard. Piper Niven got knocked down, and you can see her position herself for the top rope moonsault from Io Sky for the 1-2-3. I didn't like that. Io Sky's your new number one contender to face Bianca Belair. Where the hell's Asuka? Maybe what I read online is true that she's fed up and wants to go to Japan. I hope not, because I'm a huge fan of Asuka. We're supposed to have Matt Riddle versus The Miz, but due to the flight issues and delays, that match was canceled. So it's going to happen next week, or maybe they won't do it. Won't do it again. I don't know. Double checking here. Oh yes, one more match happened. Rey Mysterio wanted a piece of Dominic one-on-one, but Dominic refused to face his father again. So Finn Balor faced Rey. It was a good match. All match. Every time Rey Mysterio went to the 619, Finn Balor would counter it every time. That was cool. Rey Mysterio finally hit the 619. Referee got distracted by Damian Priest outside the ring, and that allowed Dominic to hit a forearm on Rey, knock Rey down. Then Finn Balor finished him off the coup de grace for the 1-2-3. So happy Judgment Day 1. Now on to NXT. Arif Dragunov took on Von Wagner. In case you don't know, Von Wagner was trained by the Great Khali, so yeah, not expecting much. And if Von Wagner lost, his manager, Mr. Stone, said, I'm done with you. I'm surprised he's lasted this long being this guy's manager. It was a short match. It was good. As soon as the bell rang, Von Wagner had a big boot on Dragunov. Irish whip him in the corner, do a clothesline. Irish whip him in the corner, do a splash. Irish whip him in the corner, do out a clothesline. Finally, Dragunov hit an uppercut, running punch, and then hit in the running uppercut out of the corner for the 1-2-3. So Dragunov won. So Mr. Stone left Von Wagner high and dry. After the match, Dominic Dijakovic, a.k.a. Dijak, appeared behind Dragunov. Dragunov ain't scared of nobody, which I like. And Dijak's like, I heard you like pain. And Dragunov's like, yeah, I do. Dijak's like, I'm going to make you immortal. I cannot wait for these two guys to face each other. I am stoked for that match. That match is going to be awesome between those two. Let me know below in the comments section if you're a fan of both Dragunov and Dijak, a.k.a. Dominic Dijakovic. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. That you're interested in this match like I am. Tiffany Stratton beat the Surfer, so-called Ruka. This match came about when apparently Ruka apparently took Tiffany Stratton's parking space. And she didn't mean to when she was doing a TikTok video. Happy Tiffany Stratton won, but man, Ruka, man, she's gonna go places. Speaking of the Wyndham, the Daisy Dukes got the rematch for the NXT Wyndham's Championships against the new champs, Isla Dawn and Kaylee Ray. This time, the Daisy Dukes attacked the champions before the battle started, where like, at the pay-per-view. A couple weeks ago, the Hills attacked the champs. Daisy Duke, number 2, spent most of the match outside. Don't surprise there. But this time, Daisy Duke, number 1, had way too much more offense than she's supposed to have. Brooks and Briggs were outside again. I think it was Briggs or Brooks. It's hard to keep track which one's who. Daisy Duke, number 1, to use the purse again. She refused because she don't want to cheat to win. That allowed Isla Dawn to hit delivered a backstabber on her. Then Kaylee Ray hit the Swanton Bomb right quickly after for the 1-2-3 to retain the titles. After the match, Brooks and Briggs to shove the other guy down, walked away. So they're still going to, I think you're going to see one Daisy Duke go with one guy and the other guy have the other Daisy Duke. And they're going to split up and probably have mixed tag matches. I don't even interested in that stable at all. We had, Joe Coffey of Gallus made his return debut match against Tank Hedger. He's a new guy that was just beside NXT. I like this new guy. His attire, his hair, his gimmick, his persona remind me so much of Hugh Morris. If you remember Hugh Morris in WCW, picture him now on NXT. This guy is great. He's going to go places, I think. He's got the persona. He's got the wrestling skills. Like, overhead suplex the holy hell of Joe Coffey. That was some authority on that. They did a cartwheel into a splash. Joe Coffey, they fought outside. Joe Coffey shoved him into the steel steps, rolled him back in the ring, hit a punch, knocked him silly. Then hit the discus clothesline for the 1-2-3. It was a short match, but it was good. After the match, Gallus, 301 beatdown take, Hadger. Then the Creed brothers ran out of Diamond Mine. They challenged Gallus to a tag team title match next week. There was a 3-on-3 fight going on. Then all of a sudden, 2 members of Schism, aka the knockoff of the Wyatt family, attacked. Apparently, I read online that they wanted the contracts released and they were granted the contracts released, but apparently they're still wrestling. So I don't know if that was just a rumor or maybe this episode was taped before the contract expired. But next week, it's going to be a freeway match for the NXT Tag Team titles. Gallus against those 2 guys, the Creed brothers. Should be a good match. I can't see Gallus losing the titles already. Plus, they got Joe Coffey backing them up. Fatal 4-way, number 1 continuous match happened. Dragon Lee, Duke Hudson, Grayson Waller, and Jordan Devlin. The winner of this will face Carmelo Hayes in 2 weeks for the NXT World Championship. Great Fatal 4-way, folks. Non-stop action from the get-go. Dragon Lee must be pretty good in AAA in New Japan to have his third match back be a number 1 contender match for the world title. He must be really good. He is good. I want to see more of him. Man, anybody could have won this. Duke Hudson was just destroying people. Like, at one point, Grayson Waller and Jordan Devlin tried to double suplex him. They couldn't, so he double suplexed them. Sidewalk slam, outer side slam, overhead tosses, clotheslines. He even did the tribute to the night great Dusty Rhodes with the punches to the bionic elbow. He was just cleaning house. Then Jordan Devlin spiked his ass with a hurricane off the top rope into a power driver. That was awesome. Dragon Lee at one point jumped off into the ring, kicked Jordan Devlin right in the face, turned around, cannonball in the opposite corner to Grayson Waller or Duke Hudson. I can't remember who it was. Grayson Waller did that roll up into the stunner on Duke Hudson. Almost won the match, but the other 2 guys broke it up in the nick of time. Jordan Devlin did a moonsault off the ropes, knocking down everyone outside. And everybody started doing a move, knocking down everybody outside. Duke Hudson had the match won. No, I'm sorry. I messed up there. Dragon Lee had the match won with a sit-down powerbomb like Duke Hudson. Nowhere is Grayson Waller hit that roll-in stunner on Dragon Lee. 1-2-3 on Duke Hudson. Bam, Grayson Waller is your new number 1 contender. I love this. After the match, Carmelo Hayes walks out, and he holds up his title. And Grayson Waller takes his boot off and holds it up. I laughed my ass off. That was funny as shit. Just check and make sure I didn't miss no matches here. Oh, yes. Javir took on the newcomer, 84. Terrible match. 84, I can't get into him. I know he's new, but he likes to dance a lot. And honestly, this is his second match, and both times the jobber he's wrestled does more, impresses me more than he does. He's the guy signed to NXT, not the other guy. So maybe Shawn Michaels should realize like the jobbers is better than this guy, so maybe they should offer the jobbers the contract. Also, what happened was Gingy has vowed payback against JC for attacking her, stand deliver, cost the women's title. The Mafia guys, Tony and Top Stacks, attacked Pretty Dilly outside of a restaurant. Then they abducted one of them. And then later on in the night, I don't know how the other guy got found, but apparently he got found. And they attacked the Mafia guys, so they get pulled apart by security. Cora Jade announced why she's back and why she targeted Indy Hartwell, your NXT Women's Champion. She mentioned Tiffany Stratton, Zoe Starks, Roxanne, her former partner, Ari Valkyrie, Saruka. She named a bunch of people. And she said, I'm going to go for each and every one of them till I get to Indy Hartwell and beat her for the NXT Women's title. I Love Valkyrie came out, so they're going to have a match next week, one-on-one. And also next week, Wesley would defend his North American Championship against William Regal's son, Charlie Dempsey. That should be one hell of a match. Got my fingers crossed Charlie Dempsey wins. There we have it, folks. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.